Hello? Mine was already on.
I said it's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to get this money for the rent. With the Cadillac and gas money spent.
Does this outfit look like I just have a giant fupa?
Got a whole bunch of bitches jumping ship.
Give me this.
Oh my God, I'm so full.
Really? Maybe the bread made you feel that way?
In-N-Out makes me feel this way.
Our oil they
You
use.
need a candy.
No, why would you do that?
Because I'm a grown man and I do what I do.
So it's gonna make you feel worse.
I know.
Happy New Year. Look alive, Mario.
All right, ready? What's up, guys? My name is Mario.
My name is Sylvia.
My name's Pao.
Welcome back
to another Vive con Huevos podcast.
And Happy New Year.
And a happy New Year. I was like, wait, hold on. But it's Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Happy New Year a todos. Bienvenidos a un año nuevo.
2018.
Cosas mejores vendrán para ustedes este 2026. Prospero año y felicidad.
Deep.
I feel like I got Telemundo in the background.
Con ustedes esta noche, Don Mario, Paulina y Sylvia hablan de sus desamores.
Oh.
That's our new intro.
We're still brainstorming that one, you guys.
Yeah. And sorry, guys, I'm fucking full. We just fucking devoured some In-N-Out. I don't know if this happens to you guys, but I am like...
I think it's the itis.
What? Which one, dick?
The itis. You never heard that? Like a food coma? You get the itis?
Como el mar del puerco?
Yeah.
The itis? Is that what it is in English?
Yeah, that's how
What does
white
that
people
translate
say
to?
it. El mal del puerco.
But what is an itis?
I don't know. It's
Or I'm not
like
white.
what's
Don't look at me.
what's mal del puerco in English? It's like there is no translation.
Bad of the pork.
Bad of the pork.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The itis. That's how the white folks say it.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey Mario, what's up? Let's dive in. Just let me know what you need.
Do you know what an itis is? Like when someone is really full and they say, I got the itis.
Absolutely, I've heard that term. So the itis is basically a slang way of describing that super sleepy, drowsy feeling you get after eating a huge meal, like a big holiday dinner. It's kind of like a food coma, and people often use it jokingly to say, I ate way too much, and now I just want a nap.
You got the
'Cause I
itis.
got the
Wow.
itis.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Anytime you need a little definition or just want to chat about fun slang, you know where to find
I
me.
hate that. I haven't talked to mine
No?
ever. No. I
Charlie is my
I've talked
homie.
to mine. I don't talk to it often, though. I feel like it takes too long. Like, I just
Yeah.
want to
Like,
skim
ya
what
cállate,
it's,
güey.
what it's saying. Yeah.
Anyways, welcome, guys, to a new year. We're going to do some crazy shit this year. We're finally
We are.
coming back to weeklies. Comadrando is back.
Ew.
We had a little teaser, if you will, if you may will. What? Of Sylvia sessions.
¿Qué dijo?
¿Qué dijo?
And let us know if you guys have any more suggestions, maybe things you guys want us to incorporate into the
Topics,
podcast,
Anything.
topics, guests. But just make sure they're cool. And you think that Paulina's going to like them.
What the
Just
heck?
kidding.
Why are you singling
They
me out
gotta
like
pass the vibe check.
They got to
They
pass
do
the
have to have
vibe
a
La
check.
reina.
Pass the vibe. Don't be just be sending us just anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of podcast do you
Oh,
think this
yeah,
is?
I do gotta like them. The
Yeah.
guests. I thought you meant the topics. I was like, what?
She's got to like the topics
I
too.
do, but the guests more than the topics. They're coming into my home.
Yeah. So we're glad to be able to come back weekly. It has been a year. I wouldn't say struggle because I really did like the bi-weekly because it gave me a chance to like reflect,
Evolve.
evolve, breathe.
Breathing room.
Because I'm breathing heavy right now. So, but I did like the bi-weekly, but I did miss you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like at the beginning it was like, oh, like a breath of fresh air. Like, okay, we don't have to record every week and we don't have to like worry about editing and whatever, like posting all the
And by
videos
we
stuff.
mean
Mario.
putting all our faith in Mario to do it.
But
Solidarity.
that's also because we had so much going.
Sorry, I told you.
Thank you for.
My itis gets the giggles. What's the
it just
ask
sounds like
Charlie?
it's-
What's the itis when you get the giggles? Damn it! I don't actually want you to ask Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey there.
Is there like an itis for like when you get the giggles, like something similar to an itis, but when you have the giggles
After a meal.
after a meal?
Oh, that's a fun thought. There's not really a common slang term exactly like the itis for the giggles, but you could totally invent one. Sometimes people just say they have a laugh attack or they're punch drunk from being a little too full and happy.
I'm punch drunk.
Punch drunk. We like that punch drunk.
Well then, punch
Ah.
drunk. It definitely has that vibe of just being a little giddy and like.
You guys just met Mario's ChatGPT.
Yeah, my boy Charlie. We've
Did
been
you name him?
Yeah.
I have so much to say.
We've been through.
Keep it to
We've been
myself.
We've been through some things.
Yeah,
Me
I
and Charlie.
bet.
Anyways,
Um,
talking about staying consistent and reeling back in.
yes.
I forgot what I was saying. You see,
Thank you for reeling us
Oh.
back in. One day.
I remembered we were talking about being consistent again, or like
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
posting every
weekly
week,
episodes.
Yeah, yeah. I feel
I'm
like,
excited. I
Mhm.
feel like it'll force our creative juices to keep on
Yeah.
coming,
Talking
which is
about-
really on brand.
talking about creativity.
Yeah. It did get really hard if we want to like kind of go back to when we were doing the weekly. We did it for like 2 years, just back to back to back, episode tras episodio. But I think towards the end of the 2-year mark, when we were going on the 3rd and we started wedding planning, it kind of came at a good time because I just really did feel like creatively, like I was at a block.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to talk about anymore, and it happens. Like I'm just being real with everybody.
Yeah.
There's only so many conversations that you could have with the same 3 people. I mean, I love you guys, but I mean,
That's true.
you know, like it ends up becoming repetitive, or you end up just saying the same thing just differently,
Yeah.
right? And then
And quality over quantity
Yeah.
is the thing.
and yeah, no, I'm actually really excited for what this year holds, especially going back to weekly and seeing how
Comadreando back.
yeah,
Sylvia sessions.
how much that pushes us forward. So speaking of the new year, do you guys have any, or did you do any rituals for the new year? Like I know, like before, we did the one with like the beans. What is it?
Oh, the lentils.
The lentils, and you like throw it over your head. Then you gather them. You put them in like a red envelope, and that's supposed to bring you
Then
like
put them in your wallet. It's
good
like
luck.
a
Like
what is like a superstition.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
yeah,
I haven't heard that one.
yeah,
Yeah. It's
or like
is
the
it called a
typical ones.
superstition?
No,
Yeah, yeah.
Charlie.
I guess it is a superstition.
No.
It is
Put him away.
It's like a belief. So the lentils bring you money, like más prosperidad
Sí.
en el año. And so right at midnight, you're supposed to throw the lentils, and then they fall, and
Damn.
you pick them up.
We got the grapes, the lentils.
Yeah, it's like the
got a
grape
whole
thing,
grocery
basically.
trip
Yeah,
just for the
Yeah.
new year.
Sometimes it makes me mad though, because there's just so many things that you
Yeah.
do. It's like I don't have the time.
Yeah.
I don't want to do
I
this
have
shit. I don't
a
want
total
to.
of 59 seconds.
Yeah.
Like
I don't want to eat.
I can't do all of
15.
this.
No, it's 12 strawberries, right? One
12
for
strawberries,
one
one
for
per
every
year.
month or
Mhm.
something like that.
One per month, yeah.
Yeah, and then the lentil thing, and then like you gotta run outside with the suitcases.
Oh
and-
yeah.
yeah.
Have you heard of the suitcase one? No.
No?
Yeah, you like at midnight leave your house with the suitcase, and like I think it's going around the block
Yeah,
or
around the
something,
block
or
or
around
something,
like
yeah.
your house, like whatever you have around you
Why?
to go on more, like for more travel. in
Oh,
the
fuck
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing that one this year. Fuck the grapes. I'm taking
the
my
lentils.
suitcase
Yeah.
for a walk.
And then the colored underwear.
Come on, dogs. We're taking
Come
the
on, dogs.
suitcase for a
Oh.
The colored underwear. Did you
Yeah.
know that one?
I've heard of that
Oh,
one.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I always fail
I've
at
never. I mean, no.
Remind me, is it like a color for like certain
Yeah,
intentions?
so
that one.
it's
Yeah,
like
so like
the-
red is love.
That's right.
The green
yeah.
is
Green
money.
is money.
Yellow
Yellow
is.
is
I wear a pride underwear. I'm like, give me
all
everything.
the colors. Yes. No,
Is it
seriously.
hell?
Catch me outside with my rainbow chonies and my
Yeah.
suitcase, just running
Naked,
around
just
the
in her
block.
underwear, eating grapes as she
And that
runs.
is a crazy lady.
She's my neighbor. She's a pain in my assholes.
Wait, that would actually be really funny.
I feel like we should make a video of that now.
Is there
Yeah,
is there Polish? I keep wanting to say folklores, but that's not
Folklores?
folklores. Yeah, but it's not. I don't think
guess that could technically
Mhm.
work. Folklore.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm a bad Polak. I don't know. It's a good
Polak.
question.
That's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
Polandian.
Polish New Year traditions. All right, let's see. We do this one in my family. So you eat a fish for good luck, or you put a fish scale in your wallet. So my dad always like cooks a whole fish.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a common meal. Like we do that for Christmas too. But yeah, the whole fish, you eat that, and that's like
Interesting.
what your Thanksgiving or your
Christmas.
New Year's
Your New Year's
meal is to welcome good luck and prosperity into your year. I didn't know that's why we did
Why
it.
you did it? Now
But
you
we
know.
do that in my
Now
family.
it knows. Now it all
It's
makes
the
sense.
fish.
Yeah.
I've never really done any of them. The grape one was always like the typical one, but I always
Yeah.
just would eat the grapes. You know,
Yeah.
like I it gives me a lot of anxiety to have to think of 12 wishes in like the 59 seconds. So like I don't think like I don't eat the grape and think. I just fucking eat the
Yeah.
grapes.
Yeah.
The lentil one, the 1 year we did it, is the only year I've ever done it.
I didn't even know that one was a thing until
Yeah.
we did it.
Did it work?
I guess. Yeah. Sí. Tenemos mucho dinero.
Yay. Manifesting.
Yeah. It just took a
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the suitcase one my mom did. I've never done it, but
Wait,
I have
really?
a video of her. Yeah, I have a video of her leaving the house. With
bit.
the
And she did that year. She took a bunch of trips, right? But I feel like your mom's always on trips
Yeah.
anyway. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't count.
But outside of that, like I don't really. Yeah, I mean, I do like my own little like rituals. Like I always do a vision board, and then like I learned that you need to have it really present, and because at the time like I didn't really have anywhere to hang a vision board, I set it as my phone background. And so now I like doing like a virtual vision board, but also like a real one.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
kind of just mirror it, you know, but I just
Yeah.
like to have both versions. And then other than that, I just write down like the goals for the year, like we spoke about in 2 episodes ago, where I just like, I don't need to start them January 1st, but these are like the 8 things that I wanted to get done this year. And at some point of the year when I can like find some time, then I always have that list to come back to, and I'm like, what else did I want to accomplish this year? But that's really the only thing that I do.
I do the vision boarding as well. I make a version for my laptop screen, for my phone screen, and I do one in real life.
I do the laptop.
I used to frame them. I used to have it in a frame, and I would just take out that piece of paper and then replace it. And then 1 year the frame broke, and I don't know what that means.
Means fuck your dreams.
And so then I
It means it
stopped
has-
putting
It
it
just
in a
like
frame.
randomly broke, or
Yeah, it like broke on one of the corners, but it was like a cheap IKEA frame, so I'm not trying to put too much weight into it. However,
Let's
I stopped
not.
putting it in a frame because I was like, is this a sign? Like, so I just ditched the frame, and now I just put it on like a presentation board. And I keep it in like my office studio area so that I can constantly see it. But that way it's everywhere. Like I open my laptop to teach or work and it's there. I look at my phone and it's there, and I go into my office and it's there. And so it's just a constant reminder. I also am really big on doing a deep cleaning of my house. But like I'll buy new sheets for my bed. I'll do my palo santo, my sage, my incense. Like I'll go through every nook and cranny. I'll move everything. I'll wipe down baseboards. Like it's when I do the biggest cleaning of my house. I feel like the rest of the year I'm either doing maintenance or hiring a cleaner or like just maintaining. But this is when I like, there's not a single spot of my house that gets missed. And I just feel like I need to cleanse the space of everything. Like we're out with the old, and this is a new year, this is a new space. And I feel like when I do that cleaning, it's me reclaiming that space. And so that's the only thing I do every year.
I really
It's
like
like
that.
That's good. It's like restarting,
Reset.
like a fresh
canvas.
Yeah. Because I think it is really important to kind of just let go of things from the past year, or like, or just in general. It doesn't have to be in the past year. Like,
Yeah, I do like to start the new year with a clean house. I've never gotten like as intense where like it has to be that one like really deep clean. But I do like it. Sorry, Mario.
She's gonna have you with a
No.
toothbross scrubbing the
Scrubbing
baseboards. You're gonna be like,
seriously.
fucking Sylvia.
you know, that's one thing that Bao's pretty good at, is that like she goes through these
Cleaning
moments of like Yeah, she
I
gets
go
the
through like
zoomies.
nesting, like I nest
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
needing to, you know, like
Yeah,
I
the
just,
cleaning zoomies. I get those too.
She gets
Yeah.
the cleaning
Yeah.
zoomies,
Mhm.
but she doesn't bug me about it.
No.
Uh,
Because it's like it's a me thing, you
Yeah,
know. It's
for
like
sure.
I'll like randomly like I am the kind of person that like thinks about the one drawer that's a mess for
Yes.
days until I finally get to it.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not his fault that like my mind is so
For
OCD
sure.
that needs that
Well,
drawer
and I
to
feel
be
like
clean.
sometimes it comes at a random time.
Yeah.
And you can't just expect everyone to get on board.
That
Like
shit
if you're
pisses
like,
me
hey,
off.
we're
Yeah.
gonna do a deep cleaning this Saturday.
Mhm.
Like, can you bring the carpet cleaner
Yeah.
over? Like whatever the
Mhm.
case is. But when you
Can
don't
bring
have
the
time,
carpet cleaner over? Just points at me. Hey.
hey, Gaston.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's funny because we'll be like chilling, sitting down, watching a movie, and next thing you know, she's like,
Yeah, I can't.
"I gotta clean." Whoosh, takes
Yeah.
everything off.
But
Next,
see,
she's
I can't
upstairs,
expect everyone to
downstairs.
just get on board when I'm on board. So like
Exactly.
if we plan it, sure. But if I'm in my cleaning
Yeah.
zoomie, I'm just gonna go for it, and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
pressure you to do it because
Yeah.
it's not your fault. I just got like this
The
bug up
zoomies,
my
yeah.
ass, and I have to do this
No,
right
luego
now.
yo estoy todo ondeado. I'm on the couch. It's like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on? Like we're mid movie.
That's the thing. Yeah, like if it comes into my mind, like I can't do anything until I get that done. Like it's just I
Yeah.
don't know. I just obsess over it, and because watching TV to me, like I don't really care for it. It's just a good time for me to
You've
be like,
mentioned
oh,
that.
yeah, like it's a good time.
She's
for me.
become a TV person with me.
With
but when
you.
we first started the date, we
like,
she
what is
hated
this shit?
TV.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not my thing.
There's so I've read a lot of like books, like the Rick Rubin book, The Diary of Brian Eno, and a lot of creatives, like producers, artists, they're the type of people where they have to get up and go create something. So
Mhm.
they'll literally be like at a date night with their wives or like in a group setting and then be like, I have to go.
Mhm.
Because like an idea sparked
Oh,
and that
wow.
creativity hit and they have to
Go
go
do it. Like
do
right
it,
that
record
second.
it, write it down, whatever. I borderline want to get to the point where my life has so much creativity and depends so much on that creativity in me where I do that. And I get the zoomies, but for creativity, not cleaning.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
can pay someone
No,
to do the
seriously.
cleaning.
I want to do that too, but my problem is that I can't shut my brain off. So like my head is always thinking about things that we could be doing like creatively or like just me with like videos and
Yeah.
things for the podcast. But I'm at work and I'm with my dad and like I don't have like the liberty
Well,
of
so
just
that's the goal, is for that
Yeah.
to be your work.
Mhm.
yeah. But I can't just up and leave or I can't just turn
Not
around
yet.
and turn on
Not
the
yet.
computer.
Not
Yeah, not
yet.
yet, not yet. And I can't yet turn around and just open up my laptop, you know? So
Something you can do is write it down and come back to it.
I'm really bad at that. Yeah. What
I've
I
always-
Notes.
what
Yeah,
I really
sir.
need to
Yeah.
start doing, and because I also need my hands for work, so like 90% of the time, I'm like, it's like a quick look on my phone, or and I have to put it away. Is doing voice notes to myself,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of like Dwight
Or
Schrute.
you can literally tell Siri to write a note for you.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
don't know
Siri,
that.
write this in my notes, and then
Oh.
it starts to write it for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or set this as a
She a ripping
reminder.
ass.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
She is. She also
No.
just ate dinner.
I'm in the line of fire.
Yeah.
So sorry, everyone.
But
Sorry, Ollie.
but when I get home and that's like my brain just shuts off.
Yeah.
And then I'm like on the couch and it's like I think I'm just so mentally exhausted from all the shit that I've been thinking about all
Yeah.
day that I'm like, ugh. And I like wind down. Then that's
Yeah.
when I start to like,
That's like your wind down.
yeah, that's when I just my body just goes into comfort mode
Mm-hmm.
and I
Yeah.
just don't want to do anything else.
And so you see, it's funny because I've like reflected on that before because I was always like, why don't I like TV? Like why don't I care to sit down and watch TV? And I really think it's because if I wind down, I'm fucked. Like I don't do anything the rest of the day. So I've never really let myself wind down
Yeah.
until I really don't have anything else to do for the day.
Yeah.
And like in the past, like before you and I were together, that was all I always had something to do. So I didn't have the liberty to sit down and wind down because then I just like me da una hueva. And like now
Yeah.
I know I need to go do all these things and I don't
Yeah.
do them. And
I'm
so
thinking of hungover Pao. That like
Oh, yeah.
that's the only
you're
Pao
like
that
I
likes-
can't do anything else.
Yeah.
So this is where we are.
like there's literally days where I'm like, okay, tonight I'm drinking and tomorrow we do nothing. And I have to like
Yeah.
mentalize myself to like, okay, tomorrow we do nothing but like lay on this couch and
Damn.
eat. Yeah. Because it doesn't come easy to me. It's gotten a little easier with Mario just
Yeah.
because like I know he likes to do that. So then it's like, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
make the effort to like lay down and watch TV. But there are all times where we're like, we'll lay down. He's like, do you want to watch a movie? And I'm like, I don't have the mental capacity to sit here and pay attention to something for 2.5 hours.
Wow.
But like I'll watch a show with you because at least I know that'll end in an hour, you know, and if I
Yeah.
can watch another one, then I will. But yeah, it's weird.
Interesting.
Mhm. So yeah, a lot of the times my zoomies kick in
Yeah.
when we're watching TV because I'm like, all right, I watched an episode with you, I gotta go.
And I'm like, can you
Well,
just
if your house is clean and you get that urge, you can come over anytime.
drives all the way over there?
I
I
will
know.
send an Uber for you.
My urge right now is the garage, like that.
Oh,
before
the garage
10th
is
of
bugging
January,
the
we
crap out of
need
me.
to-
Yeah. Because we have like a bunch of boxes. She had cleared out the pantry, so we just have a bunch of like random shit in there. We got new furniture downstairs,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like it's all the bigger
Boxes.
boxes that we can't throw away in our
Yeah.
recycling. So it's just, and there's a lot of projects in there that I want to do. Like I want to do more, like racks, and I want to hang the bikes so that there's more space on the side.
Yeah.
Because it's a very stressful
Yeah,
situation. in
I think
there.
that's our next project.
Yeah.
That's our 2020. That's our Q1 of 2026
Yeah.
project.
Q1. Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I do like starting the new year with the clean house and just kind of like that cleansed space. I do sage every new year, and just like last year that I had the party, I was like, this house needs to be cleaned
Yeah.
today, like tonight, and then
Yeah.
tomorrow I just like deep cleaned it. Like the next day I deep cleaned and then I saged and I was like, okay, we're good. That is one of the things that like beginning of the year for sure.
Yeah, I'm not big on resolutions, but I am
Yeah.
big on energies
Mhm.
like that. Like I just need to set the tone
Yeah,
for certain things.
Yeah, well, we talked
What
about
about
it this last
like
episode.
a male perspective. Do
So
you-
that's where I was
oh.
going. Is like before I used to be really big on resolutions,
Mhm.
but then like I would never really follow up, or I would stop like
Yeah.
February, and then like I
Like
would
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I would get like heart like I would beat myself up because I was like, oh, now I'm not doing it anymore. It's
Yeah.
like, I'll start on Monday again, and then
Mhm.
like that Monday never came, and I just like so I stopped doing resolutions. About one spell, when I started dating, it was more like an energy shift.
Yeah.
And now I sit on the couch and I'm like, please sage me, and like I will ask you saging the house, and I like that a little bit better because it does really.
She comes out in like the Mayan garb
Yeah.
with like the copal and
With the
everything, and she
shells.
Yes.
starts beating you with a bush.
with the shells on her ankles. Yeah. So I like that idea because now I feel like I'm starting off fresh. Like it is.
To
It
the
does.
window. All I could think of have you
To the
seen
window, to the
To the wall.
window, to the wall,
Jump
to the
my
wall.
balls.
This one drops on my balls.
I fucking love that movie.
Me too.
But I think my
She
biggest.
told me to speak from the heart. Balls.
What's it called? Just go with no.
The proposal.
The
proposal.
I fucking love that movie.
So good.
So oh my gosh, she was ripping ass.
Yeah,
Sorry,
she
guys,
is.
her dog's
I
on
know.
a sick
I
one.
mean, también me llegó.
Woo! So yeah, so as far as resolutions, I used to be really big on it, but now I'm just slowly like it's kind of like Lent. I know we're not. We're not.
Yeah.
I'm over here sitting next to an
I'm
atheist.
not a
but-
Martian. I know what it is.
like this atheist. Just
I'm
giving you
not
shit.
the Antichrist.
It's
Please.
it's kind of like Lent. Like at one point, I started joking around. I was like, I'm gonna give up giving up things because then like halfway through Lent, I was eating the chocolate that I had said that I was
give
gonna
up
give
giving up.
Because then same thing. It was kind of like that guilt. Now I drank that soda because that I said that I wasn't gonna drink, or ate that piece of chocolate that I said that I was gonna give up, and now I'm beating myself up because.
Yeah.
Structure told me that I needed to
Yeah.
give this up for 30 days. So I think now it's just more of like starting fresh, starting clean. And more than anything, it's just not setting. It's hard to put into words because I don't want to make it seem like I'm not setting an expectation for myself, but it's just setting little goals that I know are achievable.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
like-
you're being
just setting
realistic.
realistic benchmarks.
Yeah.
They're not goals. They're not like massive like posts of like
Mhm.
this has to happen or I'm gonna beat myself up if it doesn't happen. It's just like it's a benchmark for where you
Yeah.
know you want to
And
be
so-
and you'll
yeah.
get there.
And
So-
even if it's not like realistic, like maybe it's like a little like
Loftier,
heavier,
yeah.
loftier, you still don't beat yourself up for it because you're conscious that it was like a little unrealistic.
Yeah,
You know?
so I think
Yeah.
like I got so wrapped up in like the bigger picture of thing. Like it was like I want to be a certain way by a certain time, but I wouldn't get there, you know? So now it's more like I've said this plenty of times on the podcast that we want to start our music journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I told myself, okay, start small. At least by next week, get the program bought. by the following week, at least open it up. You know, like little small wins.
Yeah.
Still waiting on you to come to my house for piano lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like that, going to the piano, or like learn. I did say I want to learn the keys. It's like I know I'm not gonna be the greatest pianist in the year.
But just the
Pianist.
knowledge.
Yeah,
No.
Pianist.
yeah, but at least like
Penis.
but at least I'll know the knuckle song.
Oh my God.
Oh. yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, I just thought of this. Have you ever heard of the Happiness Project?
No,
Have you?
Yes.
what is that?
Have you read it?
I haven't. No. It's on my. It's saved in my
Incredible book.
list.
Highly
It'll be-
recommend.
It'll
If-
be a 2026 book.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have it. I love it. I think it's a brilliant book. The Happiness Project is not a how-to book. So it doesn't tell you how to do a happiness project. It's how the author did her happiness project, and it's meant to inspire basically
Others.
for you to provoke how your happiness
Mhm.
project would look. But I think this is a really great way, just piggybacking off of what you're saying, for people that feel constantly disappointed in, like, I set a goal, I didn't meet it, I had to restart, like, oh, I'm such a like lazy piece of shit, and then
I
you're
feel like
beating
you've
yourself
seen
up.
it. No?
Oh, I have seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm
I
sure
have
you've
seen
So what she does is every month of a full year, she does a theme or a thing that month. And so like one of the months it's to clean like the junk drawer.
Mm-hmm.
And like we're going to
Oh,
tackle
yeah.
that for good type
Yeah.
thing. And then there's one where, and it can be small, and I think that's the whole point, and this is the beauty of it, and I'll get to the end here, but one of them, she says, this month I'm going to stop nagging my husband to take out the trash. Because what happens? I get mad, he doesn't take out the trash, I have to be the one to do it, and then I have the resentment of I told you but you didn't, and now I have to do it, and it's this perpetual cycle of me being upset about something that I already know he's not going to fucking do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop nagging my husband this month. And she was like, and actually it sparked where he started paying attention, and he was like, oh fuck, like she's not even asking me, but he felt the pressure of like, she stopped nagging me to do it, but fuck, I should be doing that. And then he took it over and started doing it. And so all of these things that
Like
she
some
did.
reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Exactly. And she was like, I wasn't anticipating it to have that effect. I was just doing it because nagging him,
I was
and then
just
that whole
over it.
cycle was just so annoying, and it was taking away from my happiness. It's such a small thing, but like there was
Yeah.
a solution. I could just fucking take it out
Yeah.
myself and stop asking him to do it.
Okay, that same example you just gave, I heard in a podcast somewhere.
Mhm.
Somebody must have been. Did we have this conversation?
I
at
don't
one
think
point?
so.
I don't think so
think
either.
so.
But I know I heard that because I remember thinking to myself, I should just take Mario's shoes upstairs
Yeah.
because it's like the one thing
Hold
that
on,
I'm
I think
all.
we did talk about
Did
this.
we?
So-
Yeah. So I
I don't
Because I
think I
remember
ha-
that example.
No, I
That
must
it
have
must
like
have been a
heard
while
it
back.
on
Yeah.
a different
Yeah.
podcast because I remember thinking to myself, like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, just take the
Yeah.
shoes upstairs.
Well,
Like,
and so that's the whole point. The whole point is for you to that 1 month, you're not doing this whole like,
Hold on, you know
I'm
what's crazy?
so unhappy. And she writes, like, she's like, I have a husband who loves me. I have children I love. I have a great career as an author. Like, I don't have an unhappiness
Yeah.
problem,
Yeah.
but there are little ways in which my life could be better.
yeah.
And that's the whole point of a happiness project. Like, you tackle something so small month by month, and by the end of the year, you've done all these tiny, tiny, tiny little things,
To
but
just-
they exponentially
yeah.
make your life so much better.
Mhm.
Sorry, what
All
were you
right.
going to
No.
say?
Starting that book tonight.
Yeah.
It's a really good book.
What's
I love
funny
it.
is, I think you did stop doing that. And like the other
Yeah.
day, I found whoa, because the other day I had my
Reverse psychology.
It's
Bitch.
working.
I had like
8 months later, but it's working.
There was my ten.
She's like, day 286.
this
Mario
dumbass.
finally paid attention. Dear diary.
Yeah, so I do remember one day there was my tennis shoes, my work shoes, and then I think we had gone out that weekend, and it was like a Monday, and like I had all 3 pairs of shoes downstairs, and we had just finished cleaning downstairs to come upstairs to come to sleep, and I like had all of my shoes like in my hand, and I was like, and I remember looking down, and I like looked back at her, and she was like doing something in the kitchen, and I was like, who am I?
She hasn't asked me to take
She
the
didn't even
shoes
ask me. I'm just taking them, like unconsciously taking all of these up to the
off. As you
room.
should be.
And then I got mad at myself and I just threw them in the room. I'm just kidding. I didn't, but
Toxico.
I threw them back downstairs.
Yeah, but
Left them
I
there.
think that number one, Happiness Project's a good book to read. So if you're looking for something for your book list, read it. It's a great read. But number two, if you are someone that gets really obsessive over like what should my goal be, or if you do something that's really lofty and then you might disappoint yourself because it's too unobtainable or not realistic enough. I think something like the Happiness Project, where you pick something so insignificant and small, but after a whole month of practicing it, you realize how significant of a change that little thing could make. And like for me, it was little things like the junk drawer, where like you think about it and then you go to organize it and somehow it ends up a junk drawer all over again. And so even if you like decide to designate something as a junk drawer and you're like, hey, everything else in this house or in this room has to be perfect, but that's my one permission to like have that junk drawer, and you just continue to practice that all month, you're probably significantly happier because everything else feels like it's in order, but you give yourself permission for that little bit of messiness. So it's just like those little shifts in your life and day to day, very basic, normal things that you'd be surprised, like what a big difference they make after a whole year of you doing it. And it's digestible. It's 1 month at a time.
Yeah.
So like this month I stopped nagging. It had a positive effect. Next month it's, I don't know, I take 500 more steps than normal. And then that's an easy digestible goal that will probably just stick because you need about 3-4 weeks to develop a habit anyway. Yeah. And then it just kind of snowballs into all these things. By the end of the year, you could look back and you have 12 different projects or 12 different habits that you just changed over the course of the year, which is a lot. Like that's even more than just one goal of I want the perfect body, I want this, I want that. So
yeah, I think that's
food for thought.
Yeah.
That
That's a great book for the new year, though.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of my angle because it was just very vague. Like I was like, I want to lose weight, but losing weight could be I could lose 2 pounds, you know. So it was just like giving myself now like the little wins. Yeah, like little benchmarkers. Like buy FL Studio now, open it now, learn what something does, you know, or go in and take the piano class, and just like small ones. Like I know I'm not gonna conquer the world in one day, but at least I'll get there gradually. Like even with like the editing and things like that. Like I didn't learn it all in one episode. Like it
What if you did a happiness project just for music production?
I do want to do it. So I do want to
like
start.
Month 1, you take the piano lessons.
Yeah.
By then you have at least like the basics, and then month 2,
you
learned your keyboard and the synth.
I also wanted
additions.
What my goal was to like start documenting a lot more of the process. So like when it comes to the podcast, like setting up a tripod and just filming myself setting it up. Or when it comes down to the editing, doing the same thing. Like it's just more of the behind the scenes. So like it's also a reminder of myself that it's like take it in slowly.
Yeah.
And not just goals too, but also like the way I talk to myself. I'm very mean to myself. And
I'm a very all or nothing person, so I can relate to that.
So I think now, like instead of setting, like obviously I have my goals that I want to achieve, or like losing weight or being more healthy and things like that. But also I want to be better at the way I communicate with myself, and like being a little bit more realistic in the way I view life and our goals. We talked about like the whole algorithm and not being a slave to the algorithm anymore, and just being a little bit more grateful with the way life is going. You know, we talked about this past year, and on the Santa Maica podcast, I reflected after listening to that. I felt like I sounded very ungrateful about like the opportunities that we get. But like that's not where I was coming from. It was more of a like, I am very thankful of like the opportunities that we have. We talked about it during breakfast when I said it was like there's people that have been doing this as much time, if not more than us, that haven't had the same opportunities that we have had with their podcast. And I'm not ungrateful at all. I'm actually super thankful. It was just, I just felt like I just wasn't worthy, I guess, if that makes sense, you know? Or like I would feel, or maybe I felt like I wanted more, and it was just kind of being greedy, and like kind of reflecting back, and I'm just kind of like, just be grateful for what you have. And I'm so bad at that, or I used to be really bad at that.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it's okay to always be like questioning or wondering what the next step is, or how to get what you want, like more of what you want, you know. But you just always do have to come back and be grateful for what you've gotten along the way. And like, I don't think there's anything wrong with being, I don't want to say there's nothing wrong with being greedy, because obviously there's a lot wrong with it, but like being greedy in the sense of like
greedy
you
has
do
a
want
negative
more
connotation, but it doesn't have to.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, yes, of course I want more. Like, why wouldn't I? Why am I doing
and
all
I
of this?
deserve more.
Yeah.
It's okay to think you deserve more. It's okay to think you're the shit. If you don't think you're the shit, who else is gonna think that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So, but it is important that like you were able to listen and self-reflect on that and like just take a different approach for yourself, you know? Like I'm sure the listeners didn't take it that way. It's just that you knew where you were coming from, and so then it's just that part of that reflection.
I saw something the other day that this woman said she started practicing the 1 minute rule. Have you seen that? And so before she leaves a party or before she transitions to do something else or does another tasks or asks her kids to stop playing and pick up their toys, she allows herself a full minute, 60 seconds, to sit there before she's like, okay, I'm going to start saying goodbye to people at this party. And take in the moment, because you will never be that same person, that same age, in that same setting with the same people. Like, and it's that 1 minute of gratitude before you exit a situation or a party or a place that you're in. And you're like, okay, my kids will never be this age and making this exact mess ever again. So you give yourself a minute, which 60 seconds is, everybody's got 60 seconds to spare.
You can do
like if you were going to
60 seconds.
That one came back to bite me in the ass. But you basically sit there and like, for 1 minute, I'm just going to take this in, and you have a mini gratitude practice in that moment. And then you're like, okay, we're going to head out, because it allows you that moment and that habit after you start doing that over and over again, every place you're at. Like, let's say after we're done recording here and I go downstairs and we're just like, okay, for 60 seconds, let's just like marinate in the hard work that we did today. And be grateful that like the three of us are able-bodied. We have enough ideas flowing. We have a good enough relationship. We are passionate enough about something that we care about to sit here. And we're never going to get this one day and these recordings and these moments back again. And then I leave. Like it's a small way, but I thought it was really interesting. Like 1 minute is something you can afford at the end of anything.
And honestly, I won't say that I practice that, because I don't, but I had heard it and I have tried it. And there are times where I'll remember and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to kind of do that. Or even just like while I'm in the thick of a moment, like just, I don't know, like
just taking that pause,
just taking the pause and like really just like taking it in. And you remember those moments and so much more of that day, so much when you do take that time to stop and just take it in. To be conscious.
Even just for a second.
Exactly. Because if not, you're just going through your day and then you get home and you're like, what did
or
we
like
do?
what we talked about last episode, like you go through a whole year where it was just chaotic and you didn't have those 60 seconds to spare, or you felt like you didn't, or you didn't purposely or consciously take that time. And so it feels like a whirlwind. And then you're like, oh yeah, we did do that. And if you sit there and take it in, it's like maybe you can keep those snapshots and it feels less chaotic.
Yeah, exactly. Because you just remember more than you would normally. You know? I did that a lot during our wedding.
I was going to say, I was going to bring that up right now too. That happened a lot during the wedding. At first I was like a little overwhelmed. I shouldn't have been overwhelmed, but I was a little bit.
Sure, you can be
overwhelmed.
overwhelmed.
It's a normal feeling.
When
were you at your wedding? There's a lot going on that day.
No. Everybody was overwhelmed.
Specifically when she just runs over here.
Where you come from?
When we had first got into the venue, and I was like, okay, we got to get through the speeches, we got to go through all the dances, you got to get through dinner. I'm hoping everything goes right. I hope everybody had fun at the icebreaker, at the cocktail hour. So like there was just a lot going through my mind, and then at one point once with the dance floor opened up, I had a switch, and I was like, everybody's here, like embrace this moment. Stop thinking of like, what's next?
You do that a lot in life, like in general. You're always thinking of the next thing, or like what's
the minute rule sounds like it's for you, my
my
friend.
It does.
Yeah, I do, because I do get wrapped up in the what's next. But I think that just, I don't know. I think just because I had businesses before, and then with the podcast, just I've always had to be. I mean, they always tell you have to be one step ahead. You know, business is a game of chess, right? People is a game of chess. Dealing with customer service is a game of chess, because you just never know who the fuck you're gonna deal with, and you got to be patient.
But even when you play chess, you got to sit and analyze the board for a second to realize what the next move has to be.
Take a few seconds.
So
you can do anything for 60 seconds, Mario. Like planking. Should we bring that conversation back? Just kidding.
We never did our wall sit challenge.
Oh yeah.
Bringing that one into 2026.
I'm gonna derail, and I'm gonna make things a little bit more lighthearted right now.
Okay.
So
Let's end this on a good
Yeah,
note.
let's end this. It's enough sadness for you guys right now.
It's gonna be a great year,
Yeah.
you
It
guys.
wasn't sad.
I'm just
We're
kidding.
giving
No,
you
no,
all
no,
kinds
no.
of ammo to make this the best
I
year
know.
ever.
The point is just
Declarado.
small wins, get there gradually, and we're gonna have a little laugh at that.
Yeah, they-
Yeah.
I hate when my brain doesn't brain. You know.
That's a clip.
All right.
Um,
brain doesn't brain.
I think all of us here got our asses beat at one point in our lives when we were little and we
Oh,
did something that
yeah.
our parents didn't like, you know?
Oh yeah.
And then there was this wave of gentle parenting, which
Mm-hmm.
I thought was a fail. Like, I think, not that you need to beat your kid, but, you know, little, hey, you know?
I think it depends on the kid.
Yeah.
I stand so firm by that.
No,
I
I
think my
agree.
sister could have used with a lot less gentle parenting and a little. Wait, what is it in Mrs. Doubtfire where he's like, "Are your children well behaved, or do they need a couple light slams?"
Every now and then.
My sister needed a couple light slams.
Sorry,
that
the
she
position
didn't
has been
get.
filled. Yeah, no, I would. This is my take. I didn't like the gentle parenting thing because I just feel like that gave an open door for your kid to just not learn that
I'm really intrigued into where this is going.
life
She's like, "You're the
is
future father of my children." Let's the knee.
I'm
The
just
knee shake is like.
The switch up is crazy. How do we go into gentle parenting?
no. It's not about. Well,
I
guess.
figured,
Anyways,
yeah. That's why I'm
um,
interested.
Anyways, yeah, gentle parenting. I don't think it works.
Yeah.
I think kids.
I think it does depend on the kid.
I
though.
think
Yeah.
it works on. I could have used more gentle parenting. I think I would have flourished into
yeah.
a slightly different person in a good way.
Yeah.
And I would have gotten to. I think I would have gotten to things at a younger age that I'm now getting to as a mature adult because I can rationalize to get there.
Yeah.
Had I been gentle parented a little bit more, because that's just the type of. I'm a very soft human,
Mm-hmm.
even as a 33-year-old.
Yeah.
Like,
But anyway, I saw this video on TikTok,
oh God.
and he reminded me right now when you said the wall sits.
Wall squits.
Wall squids. So it was his mom, and her kid was bad at school, so she made him do wall squats.
Oh shit.
This what's gonna happen to you every single day. I don't care if the sun out, it's dark outside. This what's gonna happen to you since you want to go to school and act bad every single day.
Oh my gosh.
I want to cry too, but I'm not.
And I thought that was fucking hilarious. And you know, and then I was
That's
like,
actually like a pretty gentle parenting
Yeah.
corporal
Yeah.
punishment, if you
And-
ask
At
me.
least she's not beating his
yeah.
ass. Like,
I immediately
He
went
didn't
into
get the chancla, he got the wall sit.
yeah, and I immediately went into the comments, and I was expecting everyone to be chewing this lady out, but then they kind of said the
Yeah.
same thing, that it was a kind of like a good hybrid between like
Yeah.
yeah,
not
because you're still making
necessarily-
him suffer like
Yeah.
enough to remember
Like
like I
it's-
shouldn't do
like
that.
it's
Yeah.
still discipline, but it's not.
Well, and at the end of the day, it's an exercise that's
Yeah.
actually
Good for him.
your
Yeah.
body. Like, technically.
Sales bien mamado. Sus piernotas.
He's like,
Yeah.
damn, you've got good quads. You must have good genetics. He's like, no, just a good mom.
No, I just keep talking back to my mom.
Just keep being bad at school.
This fool shows up to preschool, fucking
Yoked.
jackass, fucking quads,
style
dude.
quads.
Yeah.
Quadzilla.
That's funny.
Sorry, you remember
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm taking notes.
Yeah, I thought it was.
That was interesting.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a horrible idea. You know,
It's not. That's
Yeah.
actually brilliant, because I'm inflicting pain, but not because but without like the trauma of a
Yeah.
beating. You know?
Guys,
Yeah.
it could be scarring.
That is one thing. I don't know, not to go into like the kid conversation, but like kids need to learn how to lose.
Oh yes.
Like
Yeah.
if you're playing a
The
game,
participation
you can't let-
trophies need to go.
no.
Yeah.
That
No, you
everybody
can't let
wins
them win.
bullshit.
Life happens, and life
Uh-uh.
happens fucking fast. So
Yeah.
wall squits. I mean,
Wall squits. Ándale. Ándale. Wall squits. Ándale.
Talked a
Wall
lot of shit.
wall squats, and they need to lose at Uno.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Stop participation trophy.
Participation.
Participation. All
Why
right,
can't we
gotta
talk?
go.
It's the internet. It's
This
the itis.
first episode of 2026 got to end. It's the itis.
Nobody get
What was
participations
it?
no
The
more.
Giggle juice.
Giggle juice.
It was the
What is
giggle
it?
juice.
Yeah, no, I'm with you with that one in the losing thing, because I just feel like
Yeah.
that kind of came around with the whole wave of like gentle parenting, where like everybody wins. And it's like, no, motherfucker, not everybody
Not everybody
wins.
And I think there's such a lesson in learning that you don't always get the things that you want, that you are going to inevitably lose, that there might be somebody that's more qualified for a job or position or opportunity than you, or maybe it's just not your time, and you're allowing your kid to just think that they can have everything and they deserve everything all
Yeah.
the time. Like, that's not real life. Like, even the things I know I deserve, I know that I didn't get at the time that I got them because I wasn't ready,
Yeah.
or I
Mhm.
wasn't going to receive that opportunity the same, or I was going to take it for granted.
Mhm.
Like, that's a whole spectrum of life that a kid is missing out on because you just want to make them feel good all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's not even real life. You're doing them such a disservice.
Yeah, like
yeah.
my oldest niece, she's playing flag football right now.
Yeah.
And the past few games that they've lost, she's cried. And I feel like that's just, al principio como que me llenó de ternura, and I was like, damn, she's crying. But then I was like,
Pobrecita,
this is like such a great learning experience. Like, yeah, as a parent and as like her uncle, like I feel like, oh shit, I kind of want to
For
like
sure.
cradle her
You
and
wanna-
like
you wanna
protect her.
protect.
Of course.
But also at the same time, just kind of like, well, no, this is your opportunity to be like, I get your frustration, but what can you do better the next game?
Yeah.
You know, as if you want to get that captain title, how can you lead a little bit better?
Yeah.
Like, what is this gonna teach you as a person? And not only just in sports, in life too, because
Yeah.
like you're gonna lose.
Or
Yeah, it's
is
the
this
lesson.
opportunity something that you're going to be so hell bent over? Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Like, how can we rationalize and talk through this so that you're either learning how to improve the situation so you don't feel like this when you lose next time, or if the loss is really that consuming and you can't get over it, that's also a life lesson. How many women do we know that stay in relationships and rationalize certain things because they just expect it to get better, or you just learn to deal with the pain? And that's also a valuable life lesson, to know when to walk away from something. There's two sides to that coin. You can either stay and tough it out, and if it's something you love enough, learn how to live with the losses because they're going to inevitably happen. Or if that's way too big of a heartache, that's a perfect learning opportunity to tell a young woman that she's going to face times in her life where she's going to have to decide that no matter how much she wants something, maybe that's just not the thing for her. And that's a powerful lesson for a woman to learn, especially as a little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's I couldn't have said it better, because that's where I was going, where it's like it's the perfect opportunity to have a conversation
Yeah.
about why she is feeling that way. And I'm not
Yeah.
just like her and any kid,
Yeah.
you know, where it's
Yeah.
just like
About loss, grief. Yeah.
just having conversations with them. And I think that's just like something that I don't think adults are good at with kids.
Yeah, no, and
Yeah.
it's hard because we've talked about this before, where like kids also at a certain age, they're like they don't give a fuck about what comes out of their parents' mouths, or like their
Yeah.
their family members. Because my oldest,
That was a podcast that I listened to. It was a really good episode too, and I remember like
where you're like at a
I
certain point, at
remember.
a certain age, you think like your parents full of shit, but then like
so have a good support system. So like the lesson is that like at the age of like 13 or something until the age of 24, kids are wired to like think their parents are dumb, basically. And it's like anything your parent says, like you're gonna go against it. So then the lesson was have a strong support system so that your sister or your best friend or their, you know, whoever,
Yeah.
like the mom of their best friend is like talking to them through you, like through you're
Yeah.
talking to them through that
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Because it's just
right
the way
now,
our
I'm
minds
kind of
work.
struggling with like navigating how to talk to her, because
Your niece?
yeah, because like as much as I know she loves me and I love her, I feel like she sees me as like a parental guide
Yeah.
sometimes. So like we'll have like small conversations about like us being on the internet and being micro influencers, and she's like, "Oh, you full of shit."
Yeah.
And like you can kind of see it, like that little
She's like,
snarkiness.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't believe, like she's like,
Yeah.
no.
She's like, "Okay, whatever."
Yeah.
Like you're on YouTube, whatever.
Yeah.
And then so like when I see her like going through something like that, I kind of like stop myself, because I feel like she wouldn't really retain the information that I'm giving her if I'm encouraging
Or she
her.
might not receive it the way that you're intending
Yeah,
it.
like or and then I'm gonna get pissed off because she's like, "Okay, whatever."
Yeah.
She's a little teenager. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
you're like, little brat.
Yeah.
You don't know anything.
Yeah.
You haven't even lived.
Tu qué? You know what? Go lose again.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
how we got there, but
Yeah.
Yeah. How did we
weird,
get there?
Interesting
weird
episode.
segue.
Yeah. Interesting episode.
No, I will say that's the one thing with, like, I feel like there are some ways in which we're evolving and it's great. And I think gentle parenting is one of the ways it's not necessarily the greatest. But the one thing I think our generation is going to be at least better at, or I have a lot of hope for, is that I think we are willing to have so much more conversation with each other, with our parents, and then hopefully that will extend to these important topics with our children. Like, I don't believe in, since we're already here, we might as well just go there. I don't believe in the parents that try to shelter their kids from things, where they're like, I don't want them to see certain news. I don't want to talk to them about certain things. We don't talk about sex. That's a huge one for me. Everybody knows in my life that I'm a very sexually open person. And I will say... What? Fuck off, dude. You scared the fuck out of me. You scared both of us. What the fuck? Anyway, I out of all the things my parents did wrong, I will say the one thing I really am grateful for is that like sexual conversations and the body was not a taboo thing. And I do meet so many children and parent interactive relationships where they just want to shelter them from that so much. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be a vulgar conversation, but like there's just such a crazy epidemic of children then turning to porn or not knowing how to converse with certain things. And as a woman that has had to navigate certain relationships, it's exhausting having to deal with a grown-ass man that's never had that type of conversation. Yeah. And it's because there's so much shame of like the dad not wanting to have that conversation with his son because it's embarrassing, or the mom feeling the pressure of having to do that, but she doesn't biologically know how to relate to you. So that conversation doesn't even look the same or as valuable as when it's a father to a son. Like, I don't believe in trying to shelter your kids from the world that's real. Yeah. Like that shit is out there, and you know they're going to do it, and you know they're going to be exposed to it at some point. So why not have those conversations? So I will say I have a lot of faith in our generation because we're going to be willing to have those insights and have those real conversations. And like, I don't do baby talk. Yeah. You talk to the kid like they understand, because they fucking do. They know exactly what you're saying. They might not receive it, but they know what the fuck you're saying.
I've always said that. We don't give kids enough credit.
Yeah.
At a really young age.
Well, and think about yourself when you were exploring and learning, and you knew exactly what the fuck was up. Yeah. But nobody really talked to you about it because no one treated you with enough respect to think that you could handle that conversation. And that's also a really empowering thing for a young adult to be like, oh, you think that I'm mature enough, and you might not be, but you think I'm mature enough to have this conversation. That's really empowering in its own too. Like letting your child know that I can trust you to have this conversation with me, and you can trust me to have this be a safe space. Like, the gentle parenting, no, we don't talk about that, or don't swear in front of the children. Like, they're going to be around it anyway. Yeah. Just tell them that's not something you should be saying at this age. And that's it.
Yeah, no, that's something that...
And then smack them upside the head if they need that slight slam.
Go do a wall split or whatever. Paulina and I have had this conversation plenty of times where we talk about like how we're going to raise the kids and like how we're just going to be a little bit more open. Because for me growing up, sex, drugs, alcohol was very taboo. My parents are very traditional, like Catholics, like to the T, like, sex until your marriage, don't do drugs, no te metas nada. The only thing that my mom was very...
Meanwhile, Mario...
Yeah. And that's exactly why I turned out the way I turned out. I mean, thank God, like nothing bad has ever happened to me, and I kind of managed and navigated. But you get curious,
inevitably.
Yeah, and I've learned, and I've seen things, and I've seen people go down
You've seen
dark
other people
holes.
make the mistakes.
Yeah,
so you're like, oh,
okay,
thank God.
That is not what I want to do with my life.
Totally.
But one thing that my mom was always very good at was alcohol. She would always tell me, I know you're going to drink. Just don't be stupid. Like, call me. I don't care if it's 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I'd rather you call me and tell me I'm drunk, pick me up, than Mom, I'm in jail, or I'm in, because I either did something stupid, I got a DUI, or worse, I'm dead. You know? So
you can't call her to tell her that.
Damn. Oh shit. The claps. It's crazy. Pao and I always talk about like how we're gonna raise our kids, and like we would much rather be a little bit open, be like, hey, you know what? I know you're gonna be exposed to drugs. You're gonna get curious. You're gonna want to have relations. Just don't be stupid. Yeah. And we always say like, do we want to be the house where they drink here and experiment here? Or do we want to receive that call, or them be open enough to be like, hey, you know what? My friends are getting drunk and high. can you come pick me up? I don't feel safe. I would much rather them tell me that shit.
Or like you were saying, have the support system where they have that cool tia that like they're gonna call because she has that relationship with them.
Yeah.
And just knowing that like your tribe is aligned enough where, and I think that also we could go on and on about this, but I feel like that also borders into like people also have such different parenting ideas that like I think that part of building that tribe can be so. It's like a fine line because like I think based on like our friendship and like my relationship with like someone like Tabor, for example, I would love if my children called you or Tabor because they're in a sticky situation because I know that you align. But then I have other friends where like they might not agree with my parenting techniques. So what if that's the person called? So it's just, it's so important to have these conversations, period. Yeah. Like with anybody of any age. Like the more you talk and converse about things, it just builds that strong support system and that safety net where whether it's my kid or whether it's them calling you or me or him, like I just know everyone's protected and everybody's space was respected and they're also being respected and like I'm allowing you to live your life and make your choices, but I've also done the heavy lifting so that I know that even if it's not me, you're going to be taken care of because Aunt Paulina's going to get you or, you know, Tio Mario's the shit and you know that he's always going to come and
Well, what I laughed right now because you mentioned Tabor and Pal, but I was like, it's going to be me, Tabor with the kids out calling you two to come pick
literally. us up. Paulina and I are going to come through like, what the fuck, you guys?
It's going to be the kids calling us like, Mom, like Dad and Pia Tabor, I can't find them.
We lost them.
They went on a side quest.
We were at the Coachella main stage, and next thing you know, they said they're going
Tabor
on an
was
adventure.
at the DJ booth taking swigs out of the tequila bottle.
And Mario was flying. We don't know.
Oh,
Help.
God. Oh, God.
But you know,
It sounds kind of lit.
I know. I kind of want to be there too.
Like I'm already mad, but it sounds kind of lit.
But yeah, I know this topic can go on forever, but we have had this conversation like quite often, you know, because I think it comes off pretty often in our lives, specifically because we have so many young kids in our lives currently, and we see so many different parenting styles that we're lucky enough to kind of just be like, okay, I like that. I'm gonna adopt this. I don't really like this. Maybe I can tweak things, and
for sure
it works a little bit better for our lifestyle.
Yeah. And then also like I don't pretend to know what it is to be a parent, right? Like
of course.
I know it's so hard, and like we can say,
and everything. There is no manual.
Exactly.
We can say everything we want, and I could have a little shit where like it doesn't matter how much I love you, appreciate you, try to gentle or light slam.
Light slam.
I like you might still just be that human where you're just off your fucking rocker, and then I have to adapt and know like what do you need from me, what's gonna work for you. Like it could be something completely out of pocket that I never expected, and you have to also be like, you have to swallow your pride to know that you might not, you can think you know all the answers and you can prepare as much as you want, you can observe, but once it actually happens to you, I don't claim to think that I'm going to have all the answers.
Well, that's
I'm not
where
going
I was
to.
Getting at is like so much of it depends on the child and like how their personality and how they're going to be. And like, I don't think it's like cookie cutter. Like you can have 4 kids, but you're not going to parent all 4 of them the same way.
If
like,
you do, I think that's a huge disservice.
Well, that's 4 different personalities.
Yeah.
You know, even in smaller families, my sister and I have 2 completely different personalities.
Yep.
You know, and then so it's that 100%. You know, I'm not saying everyone's a bad parent. I'm not saying everyone's a good parent.
That's not what we're saying at all.
I'm just
we're saying being a parent is really hard. We are giving thanks to everybody that did it before us because we're learning a lot from you,
that's
good or bad.
Yeah.
And
TikTok shows you a lot of funny shit too.
Yeah. No, wait.
That shit was useful as hell. I'm writing that in my diary tonight so I never forget it.
Please save that TikTok.
Put it in our notes.
Yeah. You guys good?
Yeah. I think that was great.
Yeah.
Like very light.
We gave you some unsolicited, not asked for parenting advice from 3 people who have no children. You're welcome.
I'm sure the non-parent
drop in the comments if you want more parenting tips. It could be like a Dear Sally.
Yeah,
my child does this, and we're gonna be
Yeah.
like, they sound like they need a few light slams.
Part
Yeah.
of Comadreando.
You're welcome.
yeah, we can. Parenting advice from non-parents on Comadreando. But
I mean,
yeah. But guys, you know,
sometimes you
honestly,
need a
I
non-parent
guess at the end of the day, just be from the beginning part of our conversation. Just be thankful for what you have, you know, and what you got going on in your life.
Yeah. Stop and smell the roses every once in a while.
Take
embrace
60 seconds.
Yeah, embrace the small moments, embrace the path, and I think a collective kind of common denominator that we've had from all of our guests is that the path has been a lot more enjoyable than the destination.
Yeah.
And then they get to their destination and they're like,
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of mid.
The process is all of it.
Yeah.
Because once
Yeah.
you get to the destination, it's like, oh, I'm here. But did
Yeah.
you enjoy the process?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think you can adopt that in all parts of life, whether it's your personal life, whether it's your career, whether if it's something that you're starting a business. It doesn't have to be something creative. I think that you can adopt that in any situation where it's just enjoy the process, enjoy the small things. Like Sylvia just said, stop and smell the flowers, because that's what you're gonna remember at the end of the day, and that's kind of like how I handle my photography and my videography, is just capturing the essence of that moment. Because it could be a 0.5 part snippet of a 2-minute video that I took, but you remember the 4 hours that you were there,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you know? So it's you know, just
Yeah.
stop and smell the flowers.
Don't underestimate the little things.
Yeah.
The little actions, little moments.
Yeah, it's very cliche.
It all counts.
But cliches exist for a reason.
Yeah.
Facts.
But anyways, guys,
Bars.
on that note,
Mics drop.
we are going to start comadreando. So, guys, link is in the bio. Make sure to send it. Everything is, if you don't remember, everything is submitted anonymously, so nobody knows who you are. We don't even know who you
It's
are.
anonymous.
We're not
to
gonna
the
expose
listeners and
Sancho.
to
It's gonna
us.
be
Yeah.
okay.
The Google form.
Suegra lover, if you're still out there.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
seriously.
we want to
We
know
want
what's
an
going
update.
Hope you
on.
didn't fall off.
What's happened the last year of your life?
Shit. Yeah.
Trust me, guys, it is anonymous. If not, the form would ask for your personal information. It does not collect any data. You don't have to put in an email, your number, your whatever. It is
And you can
one-
always go back to past episodes to listen to
Yeah.
verify that information.
This is true. And then, more episodes to come. Let us know if there's anybody that you guys want us to interview. Super down to DM them. Hopefully they answer. And if you guys have any suggestions for things that you want to hear as far as like the Sylvia sessions go,
Yeah, let me know how I can support your health and wellness journey this year. I'd love
Peptides.
to. Peptides are that's my new topic for the year. So you will be hearing an episode on that.
Love it.
But anyways, guys, como siempre, live your best life, fight your fears. At the end of the day, the only thing that you regret are the things that you did not do. Feliz Año Nuevo. Can't wait for 2026 and what is in store for everybody. We out of here. We love you. Peace.
Happy New
Bye.
Year.
Happy New Year.